Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so in this video here, we're going to be doing Freshen the Air. Now this one is given by Harvard Gralick, and he is located just to the east of the market tent here. So here's the tent, just a little back alley right here. Now this quest here is actually our first timed quest. So the moment that we step in, it starts a timer that is counting down. If we are in here too long, we do fail the dungeon. So as you see here, we do have a 29-minute timer. Now I do want to point out that if you are with a party or even a decently strong character yourself, that is more than enough time to complete, as you'll see here. Though there are some parts that I will recommend going slow.
As the sewers open into a larger space,
and I will definitely point that room out once we get there.
with a stone surface.
Alright, so once we enter in here and hop down, we do have a valve right here. That valve opens up this door, which again, of course, allows us to progress. In here, they do have some enemies on the ledges here. So here we have the shaman, and then we have some troglodytes spawning in, and unfortunately a reaper. Once we get up top here, there is only one thing that we need to do, and it is pull this lever. As you'll see, once we stepped on this little bridge here, it did spawn in some enemies coming out of those sewer grates there on the eastern side there, as well as there are a couple of breakables here as well. And once we pull this lever there, it does open the door behind us here. So once again, once we get in here, they have some enemies on the ledges. So just watch out. I definitely recommend having some sort of ranged and we're getting some lag. Definitely have some ranged attack in your group. It will definitely make this quest a lot easier, especially in the room coming up here. Alright, so just like before, we need to head up to the upper level to pull the lever. Now this one is located just over there. To get it, we have to go all the way around. And another thing to point out is there are a lot of breakables in this quest, so don't worry about getting them all, as even if you miss just a few, there's still more than enough to get the full breakable bonus. So what I want to point out here is the moment that I pull this lever here, it's actually going to spawn in a few more troglodytes coming from that grate and then the grate down there as well. Alright, so now that we've pulled the lever and we've killed our enemies, we're on to the next room. Now this room here is actually the toughest room, and the room that most parties end up failing. They actually fail because of one simple thing that they may not be aware of. So first thing I'm going to do is, as you see these enemies, they are up on high ledges, so this is where it does come in handy to have that
front of the ventilation.
range damage.
Destroyed.
So there are a decent amount of enemies. I recommend fighting right here. That way, if these ranged guys are too much to handle for you, you can always retreat back into the hull. Now, with these crates here, what a lot of people, not these ones in the middle here, but these big ones here on the side, here he is. So what a lot of people don't realize is these crates, once broken, they actually spawn in enemies, and each crate does this. Now what some people do is they just run through, trying to break everything, and just keep going. Now if you're strong enough, that definitely is an option. However, I recommend, you know, from personal preference, is I only go as fast as I can kill everything. Because honestly, one, I like to kill things, and two, I don't want to have to, you know, end up accidentally putting myself in a tricky situation all because I was trying to rush ahead. And with it being on Reaper difficulty here as well, and with the lag, oh boy, it definitely can cause some unwanted problems. Alright, once we have all of the barricades destroyed, which one am I missing? Here it is.
The last of the barricades is destroyed, and fresh air begins to flow into the room from the cleared.
So once we have all the barricades destroyed, the gate here in the northeast corner opens up, allowing you to continue up the ramp. So this door heading west here, it's not actually a requirement. It can, however, sometimes have a named enemy in there. As well, behind all this rubble, we actually have a shrine. But if you are dead, don't just rush right in. As you can see, there are a few enemies. There are 2 dogs, 2 shamans, and then just 1 singular troglodyte that we had to deal with. So just be aware that they are there. From here, we're just going to continue once again around the edge here. Alright, so there's our conquest right there. And coming up right away should be, ooh, that'll be it for the higher leg. Alright. As well as there's our ransack. So as you can see, there's a few more breakables down here. And a few more fights. And then finally, we have this door here. Now, actually I'm going to wait for acid to stop. I do want to point out on the other side of this door, all those little eggs, they all count as breakables as well. So feel free to break them if you're not quite at that amount. And as you can see, killing the boss there doesn't actually complete it. So here. And it does give you an end chest here, though no name loot. Once we're done, all we need to do is pull this valve, which opens up this door here, bringing us back into this giant room. And if we just head north, it also opens up this door here. And as soon as we round the corner, we see Dogard, which is the guy who gave us our quest. And as we approach him, it completes. And that's that. It's a fairly simple, fairly straightforward, and actually fairly fast quest to do. And yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one all.